Today we're heading out to Spearfish. We're going to show you the 3 waterfalls. If you haven't found them all, they're really easy to find. So let's go along and check them out.
Here we go. If you're coming from Sturgis, take the 90 west to the Spearfish exit 14A. Follow 14A around till you come to the 14A turnoff to Spearfish Canyon Road, and you'll take a left on that, and we'll follow the road.
There's an easy turnout on the right-hand side of the road after you get on the Spearfish Canyon that has a quick little turnout there that has some maps, can show you some of the exciting things to see along the way.
The first fall you come to is Bridal Falls. There'll be some bumps on the road that'll warn you. It's a little congested, but it's very easy to get to. It's a nice place to stop, take a few pictures, and see the falls.
You can see there's a nice pool of water. This is right there. We get back on the road and we're heading on down the road, and we're going to head on down to the lodge now.
It's about 7 miles down this road. There's a lot of little turnoffs that you can turn down off of the road, and just take a few short steps and see Spearfish Creek that runs along Spearfish Canyon Road. So once you see one of those turnouts, just pull off the side of the road and look at the creek.
Most of them are really easy to get to. Once you pulled over, some are, the water's going to be, if you're going there, the water's going to be on the left side of the road. So you just cross over the road there. There's also turnouts on that side of the road also that you can check out. Easy walkway down there. Most of them there's already trails that people have made. I mean, you can get really close to the water. How cold was the water?
It was pretty cold.
So she stuck her feet in and I didn't. So those are really great places to stop as you're going along the way, because this is just a priceless, beautiful area to be in, and take advantage of all these little stops. We get back on the bike and away we go again. Checking out today, Spearfish Canyon Lodge. We were out here during the rally, showed you the activities that were going on. We're going to get in here and have the general manager tell us a little bit about the resort here and what they've got going on here at the lodge. So let's go take a look, see what's going on inside.
My name is Scott Benton. I'm the general manager here at Spearfish Canyon Lodge. Been here for 5 years. Spearfish Canyon Lodge is located in the middle of Spearfish Canyon. The Spearfish Canyon itself is older than the Grand Canyon, and it is approximately 21 miles long, and we are pretty much right in the middle of it, pretty close. The Sturgis rally this year was a great rally for us. We were busy, busier than we were most previous rallies, so this was one of our better overall rallies. A lot of people, and we have a lot of different vendors that we have set up. We got about 10 different vendors. We have bands that come out. We have beer tent outside. We have gift shop outside. We have a tattoo, a guy that does tattoos, and just all sorts of different things. So it's quite an attraction for us in the middle of the canyon here. Spearfish Canyon Lodge itself, we have the Latch String restaurant across the street. We have the lodge here, got 54 rooms in it. We also have a cabin, and we also have a creekside barn dominium that we rent out. Our sports center across the road, we rent out snowmobiles in the wintertime. In the summertime, we do UTVs, slingshots, e-bikes. In the wintertime, we also do snowshoes, fat tire bikes as well. The lodge itself was built in 1995, and that's about it.
We thank you for coming on with us.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go to Roughlock Falls. If you follow the road about 1 mile down behind the lodge, it's kind of a gravel road. It's packed. You could probably take the motorcycle down here. We saw a lot of ATVs, but this is a nice little drive, and you get to see the falls. We're in Sabor, right out off of Spearfish Canyon Road, and we're at Roughlock Falls. So let's go take a look at it.
Once you're checking out the falls, it's a pretty easy trail to get to. All the way down, you're following the creek, the river, all the way down. There's a pretty good walkway. There's also some bathrooms there if you need to use them. There's another map to check out. This is kind of a top view that we had looking down. Look at there's a couple of bridges that you're going to cross over. Get some pretty good views there. They've got some overlooks. There's kind of the first overlook of the waterfall. Checking it out from the top, looking down. several places you can get different shots before you get all the way down there at the bottom. So once you start rolling down the hill, you get a few more better shots of the waterfall.
So we're at Roughlock Falls. If you can see it behind us, there's a couple sets of falls here. So if you go to Spearfish Canyon Lodge, you turn right there next to the lodge, go up about a mile, then you can park and then walk all through this area. It's really nice.
It's got a concrete path, so it's not like you're going through the woods and stuff. So come down and check it out. This is the one we found about 10 years ago, and we didn't think it was this one, but it is this one.
So there's 2 spots you can stop that are nice. The third one is right downhill. So we'll see if I make it up.
Looks like a few of the trees behind us could be from the tornado through here about a month and a half.
The next falls we're going to go to is Spearfish Falls. It's right across the street behind the Spearfish Lodge restaurant. There's a small path you walk behind the restaurant, down another big hill to see the Spearfish Falls.
The path is all gravel, pretty much all the way down. It's pretty easy to walk, but it is a pretty steep climb down, which will mean it'll be a steep climb coming back up. There's a little bridge here that we went across, I'm assuming because it looks like water might have ran down that at one time.
A couple times you cross over the creek before you get to the falls.
If you look into the woods here, I tried to get a couple of close-up shots. There was a deer and its foal. And I zoomed in on that, try to get you a shot of that. If you look real close, you'll see it there for a quick second. This path here is 3/4 of a mile down to the falls. Once you get to the falls, it's well worth the shot.
Alright, we're at Spearfish Canyon Falls. Or Spearfish Falls, I guess. It's no canyon. It's off Spearfish Canyon Road, right behind the restaurant across the street from the lodge. It's so cool back here. We just saw a mama deer and a baby deer. This reminds me of my grandpa and granny's farm down in DeSoto, Missouri. We used to play in the creek and there was all kinds of waterfalls, but not nearly as massive as these are. Pretty cool. Hope you enjoy it.
And they've closed off the road up here to where you can go up the hill to get back out. They've closed that off, so now it's 1.5 miles. Rotate through here. It's a pretty steep hill going back. Of course it's a steep hill going down. So we'll see how it is, how we do going up the hill. This used to be the bridge that you would go out on. Can't really see the sign. We're at Savory. Is that how you say?
Savoy.
Savoy, South Dakota. And we just walked over and checked out the falls. And there used to be a place you could just walk right across this little bridge, go right down to the falls, you could check it out. Then this guy behind us, after I don't know how many years, probably 50 to 100 years, he decided that he thinks it's his property. So the state, instead of fighting him, went ahead and closed it. So just want to let you know about that.
Now you gotta walk all the way around and down a big steep hill.
Yeah.
Which I made it up.
So being that it's so close to the right of way of the road, I don't even know. But it's just kind of curious that people would be like that. And since then, the trail is closed.
We are at Latch String Restaurant off Spearfish Canyon Road in Savoy. And we had some corn cakes, which are my favorite. And Bob had some deep fried steak tips. They were good too. So that was our afternoon snack, I guess. And one of the waiters told us that there are some famous people that live up here in this area, and they have some different amusement parks that they tried to get started and restaurants. So we're gonna try to check that out and see where that's at. And if we can find it for you, I'll give you some information on that. So stay tuned.
So today we got to explore Spearfish Canyon and all the waterfalls. So if you haven't found any of those waterfalls, you still have trouble finding them, let us know. We'll tell you a little more directions on how to get to each one of those three. First one's pretty easy to find. If you ain't looking to the left, you might miss it. But it's right there, it's easy to find. The other two, you gotta do a little walking to get to them. The first one, the Roughlock, it's right there. Once you pull off, there's just a little trail to go down, it's paved, got nice bridges, great pictures there. That's a great one that's probably the best one to go see. And the second one is, you gotta go behind the restaurant. There's a little path there that takes you down and wraps around. It's pretty steep. If you're not good at climbing hills, up and down, we made it. We're not physically fit, so, I think anybody could do it. Don't forget, we do have a Facebook page.
And an Instagram page.
That you can look down there in the link. You hit that little arrow down there, and it'll show you where they're at. The Facebook page is pretty easy. It's Bob and Tam's Excellent Adventures. That's easy to find. The
Instagram is Bob and the letter N, Tams, and that's it.
Yeah, so check those two out. She takes care of the photos on that one, and I do the Facebook one. So keep up with that. We try to post all the new videos on the Facebook one to keep you up with that. So with that, we're going to leave you with this.
So we hope you enjoyed the video today. It was great to see those falls. It was a very enjoyable day. You need to check that out. So if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. If you like our channel, share it with your family and friends. Give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you in a couple days.